Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with a 1964 Jaguar lightweight E-Type. Now it has 1,212 horsepower, 831 pounds-feet of torque from a 5.7 litre twin turbocharged V10 engine, and the car itself now weighs 2,247 pounds. It now has all-wheel drive, so that means it can do 0 to 60 now in 1.631 seconds and 0 to 103.890 seconds. So yeah, we've had one Jaguar on this series so far before this, which was in the form of the C-Type, which did 256 miles an hour, which is respectable, but it's nowhere near a chart topping on this leaderboard. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a bit more out of this E-Type, which, you know, should be expected, quite frankly, because this is obviously a newer car than that C-Type, and I think it has more power, and yeah, the all-wheel drive system is obviously going to help it keep that power down on the road. But yeah, I really would like this to do well, but that all depends on whether or not it's going to be stable enough on these roads, going around the corners and dealing with the traffic. So yeah, nonetheless, let's get out there and see what it can do. So yeah, it's got really rather savage acceleration, as you can see. Already up to 200 miles an hour before we even get out of the tunnel. There's 230. There's 250. We've beaten the C-Type. There's 260, 63. I saw 263 before we ended up hitting whatever car that was. I think it was a Civic. Yeah, 263 mile an hour is far faster than the C-Type managed. But can we coax any more miles per hour out of this car? We'll have to see. AI traffic always getting in the way. Sometimes I wish you could just turn off everything and just have the map to yourself at times. Yeah, 263 mile an hour for our first run is not half bad. Certainly up there with some of the better cars on this series. In fact, that puts us into the top 10, which is pretty damn good, especially for a car of this age. Sorry, I was looking at the leaderboard a bit too much there. But yeah, that does make this the oldest car in the top 10. See if we can potentially even get into the top 5. It seems like the traffic has thinned out a little bit. Still doesn't help when you can't get around a corner though. Come on. Ah, damn. Yeah, I think the general lack of torque in comparison to the horsepower is what's really harming us here, because obviously torque is really rather useful, especially when you're dealing with any form of incline. And yeah, this side of the motorway is a little bit more uphill heavy than the other side, and the lack of torque is harming us. But nonetheless, yeah, this looks like 263 mile an hour is all we're going to get, I say that, but that is still a top 10 performance, which is not half bad, especially since, like I said, this is the oldest car now in the top 10 by 5 years, in fact, with the Hot Wheels Twin Mill being the next newer car. So yeah, 263 mile an hour means we match the TVR Cerbera Speed 12, beat the Noble M600, Eagle Speedster, Ford GT40 Mk1 and the Aston Martin DB10, and we're slightly behind the Nissan R390 and way behind the likes of the Vauxhall VXR 220 Turbo, Mosler MT900S, and of course the Porsche 911 Carrera S, which managed 10 mile an hour more than this in the previous episode. But this is still a really rather remarkable amount of speed from this car, especially when you consider it's nowhere near as good as handling as some of the other vehicles in this series. So yeah, the fact it was able to get up to that kind of speed in the first place is really rather remarkable. But yeah, the acceleration is also really good, and yeah, it's certainly able to get up to some hell of a amount of speed, but it's really the handling and the controllability that does let it down in some regards. But nonetheless, top 10 performance is hardly bad, and yeah, massive improvement over the C-Type. So yeah, I look forward to seeing if there are any other Jaguars out there that can beat this. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.